Hello, Professor. This is Harish, and this is Chakra. So,
Hello.
we are going to start the project right now, and let us see. Um, so, I'm sharing my screen. The screen should reflect now. So, we have already had the project document in. So, we have included the whole architecture that we did in the project. So we have the chat GPT data set from the Kaggle. So step by step, we'll explain what is happening in the project. So we have the chat GPT data set from the Kaggle. So let us see this chat GPT data set. The chat GPT data set has date, time, tweet ID, text, and the text has the uh, chat. I mean the Twitter's tweets, and then other things like username, parama link, and then users. These things we don't want to concentrate, but because it's not in the scope, just we'll concentrate on the tweets alone. So after getting these tweets, we are going to put that in a producer code that will put into a Kafka topic. So let me run the producer code. So this producer goes gets from the chat GPT CSV file and then dump it into um, a consumer called topic called chat GPT for every 3 seconds. You can see that for every 3 seconds the chat is you can see it is loading. So it will put everything into Kafka topic. Before this, we have already created the Zookeeper setup, and then we have created the Kafka topic as well in this particular session. So it is using the particular session and then starting to display all the tweets in the pipeline. So next is the let us start how to get these tweets from the producer in this particular topic, and then we will do the sentiment analysis using Spark NLP. We will do the sentiment analysis from the Spark NLP and then send that into a different topic called Chat GPT 2, where everything all the other application can use. So the Spark NLP, let me start the Spark NLP and other stuff as well. So So you can see that Spark NLP started, and then it is already giving us the tweets. So how the Spark NLP works is that, so every time you give the tweets, it is parsing the tweets into something called sentiment results, and then it is the Spark session builder is created, and then the document it is doing the document setup where the tokenization of the words is happening, breaking down the words is happening, and lemmatization, like converting that particular tokens into keys, and then these things are predefined in the Spark NLP from John Snow Labs, where they have trained the model already based on the tweets, and when we use the model to change to detect whether it is a positive or negative or neutral scores. So we, for every second from the tweet, we read it and then we send it to the Spark NLP session, and then we process the data, and then we can see that for every 3 seconds, 4 seconds, it is giving us the tweets and the and also the
Emotion.
emotion of the particular tweet. So let us go into the final step where um, the steps where we convert this into a different topic called ChatGPT. We already put in the pipeline. Let us run where it will be explained by Chakra.
Yes. After creating ChatGPT 2, now I connected a PyMongo client or connection URL with a MongoDB server, and this is created from MongoDB Atlas Cloud Computing. So here I created my profile, and I created a database name called ChatGPT Tweets with collection name Tweets. So there's no entry in this. There's no inserted entry in this. So once I go to consumer and whatever topics, whatever tweets I got into consumer after sentiment, if I run this, uh, okay, we will run from starting. So there is a inserted document with ID. It gives ID every time. So it means it is inserted in the cloud. So if we refresh here, we can see the entries. We can see the entries with the key value pairs. This is a key and this is a pair. Pair is an emotion and the key is a tweet. After this, once we dump data into MongoDB, we created a Python Flask application with application page index.html. So here, yes, gave the same connection URL from MongoDB Atlas. So this is a MongoDB URL, and this is ChatGPT tweets database name, and tweets is collection name. And once we go into this is app root index, and here we collect data. We get data from MongoDB. We get data, and for reference, we are printing it, and we will render this data to index.html, which we define inside the templates. So here we get data and converted items, and we'll print all the items. This is dynamic dumping, so it auto populates dynamically. So now let's try running this. Once this is done, we'll run a Python application here. So now it's running in port 5000.
No much.
So we kept a root as index. So see, it's 29, and so there are 29 entries in the uh, entries here in database. So every time we refresh, this auto populates, and once we go to we refresh, it's 36. So every time after every 3 seconds, we get a new entry, 37, 38, 39. So the dynamic population is happening. From here, Harish will take it.
So after this, we have also doing the batch processing for this particular tweets. So that is being done in the particular Flask, Python Flask itself. So after this, we can see that there we had a lot of limitations, and the project setups is all done by the done in the project document we have mentioned. So we also had a difficulty or limitations in the setting up the streaming websites called Twitter API. So in this, we didn't have much of the endpoints because Twitter changed their codes recently, and these APIs are now paid versions, so we could not use that. Instead, we have used the Kaggle data sets. So everything has been mentioned in the project document, and we have also given up the references, and then the project demo and code base will be updated after this video. So this is the project that we have done together. So yeah, and you can see that every MongoDB and then batch processing, we have seen the how the Flask, we have used the Flask to display the tweets from the Chat GPT to the application as just a workflow we have done. So thank you, Professor.
Thank you, Professor.